I'm not too sold on Invoker as a hero. Against Morphling and Monkey, it seems kind of hard to lane.
All right, well, God, you just threw your arms up in the air. What's going on?
The lane is going to be rough for him. I'm just excited to see an Invoker. This is one of our first of the term, maybe the first, and we get an Abed Invoker.
I mean, as Invoker
I keep hearing it. I'm ready to see it.
Yeah, as Invoker spammer, I'm going for Fnatic too. Even if he might get crushed completely.
His lane is, like you said, Morphling should destroy him. If this was like Secret with Nisha playing mid Morphling, I'd be like, they lost. This Invoker doesn't work, but I don't know. Shadow and Matu aren't really mid players, so I think he can get away with a bit more.
So who's playing Morph? Matu or Shadow?
Probably Shadow. Matu's playing Monkey. Come on now. Bro.
All right, sure.
But where they lane it?
All right, well, I'm excited to see what the analytics actually look like. They are going to be provided by SAP. We're going to get to see this Invoker for one of the first times in this tournament. The question is it going to be enough to ensure victory? We're going to find out right now.
Thank you so much, Rich. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here again. It is game number 2, Liquid versus Fnatic. And it's all on the back of an Abed Invoker.
Hell yeah.
I'm digging it.
I'm digging it as well. I just hope he can actually get out of the laning phase successfully. I mean, Monkey King and Earthspirit can put a lot of pressure. I know Panel was saying the Morphling. I know, like Secret, absolutely, like they would do that. But I think with Shadow, they're just gonna put him safe lane, and they're gonna run they're just gonna put a lot of pressure. I look at these 4 heroes and I'm like, oh my god, Liquid really were like team fight. They just made sure they had so much team fight in their picks before they picked this Morphling, so they can fight, probably just fight without Shadow until he feels comfortable. Because we haven't seen them struggle a bit here, is just getting the timing of when Shadow joins in to play with them.
I mean, you think back to that heat map that we saw there in the last game, and it was pretty much just one side of the entire map. And, you know, you got to kind of wonder what's going to happen as it's a 5-person smoke out. It's actually only 3 of them right now from the side of Fnatic. They're going to head up towards the north.
Oh, I'm so happy, though. I got... As an ET spammer, an old Invoker player, like I got like 2 of my favorite heroes in this game. Hey. We were calling for Meepo over here. We were thinking because they picked the Wyvern just like the panel, but yeah, this could be exciting.
And oftentimes you see these Morphlings play really, really greedy down at super low health, and then, you know, one Sunstrike getting thrown in there potentially, and could be very deadly if you have the setup for it.
Very true. I'm still curious about this Wyvern pick from Japs. Because I looked, when they picked it, they were expecting, right? We were talking about, they were probably expecting like a PA. They were probably expecting a Terrorblade, but Liquid goes for the Morphling, who is not all physical. He has a lot of magic damage mixed in. So this Wyvern, your Cold Embrace isn't going to be that useful, as Liquid has a hell of a lot of magical damage on everybody but the Monkey King.
Of it in a burst potentially as well, and it does look like he's going to be set there in the mid lane. We saw the tips coming out as Abed was able to find the Morphling up on the high ground there, but the battle for the runes looks like it's not really going to be that much of a battle, trading off 2 apiece.
Wow, nice and quiet. So it's going to be Darkseer versus Jug. I've seen a couple Darkseers kill the Jug. We saw it at this tournament. We saw Faith Beyond actually kill Ramses in this matchup. So we'll be able to see what My Control can do down here, and it's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane in the safe lane. All right, we're back to old school metas.
All right, it's happening. And there are some heroes that can rotate in this game. Obviously, GH is the one that you're thinking most of, as this hero loves to get involved early. So we'll see if he decides to make that move towards mid. Already there is a Radiant Observer Ward that's placed down on the other side of it, and well, ET getting all that damage in the world. I'm just going to come and punch Shadow in the backside.
This is a very weak lane coming out from Liquid in comparison. The Wyvern doesn't contribute too much, but just the tree plus the the tree holding Tiny plus the ET have crazy amount of base damage for whenever Shadow does walk up. And yeah, Earthspirit plus Phoenix can't help too much.
Roll away for GH, he gets the stun, and it was blocked away by the ET. So the continued pressure, I mean, this is a lane that Jabs loves to be in. He can throw out that Q onto all these different heroes, and, well, we'll see how it goes for him.
Yeah, this is, like I said, it's going to be a good lane for Fnatic until levels start building up. When levels start get there, then Liquid can start making plays. Once your Phoenix gets your dive, once you get like 2 points in your Fire Spirits and the damage becomes very significant, they can look to. But overall, I mean, Fnatic's lane is still just stronger. So it looks like the priority is going to change. GH just wants to pressure mid. With Monkey King and Earthspirit, they can easily look to set up kills on top end.
Be very careful. He's going to send out one of his Forge Spirits, though, just to make sure that he gets vision there onto GH. So heads up play by Abed. I almost said Meepo.
By Meepo.
That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, he's going to make sure that he doesn't get caught out of position there. And already 5-1 versus the 9-3, showing why this Monkey King is so potent in the mid lane.
Yeah, you've just got way better animation. Invoker, there's a reason you don't see this hero pick too much, is because it's so weak inside the cleaning phase. Oh, he doesn't actually get the courier.
And the Boundless Strike to turn it. Jabs in some trouble. Looks like he might go down here. Yeah, the punch is coming. He's going to count to 4. get the lifesteal and now the roll in. He's going to steal the kill. GH wanting to give it to Matumba Man, the slow burn, and Matumba Man draws first blood.
Ooh, jabs. Bit of an error there, trying to get the courier. Gets stopped. Shadow is still getting some last hits top on this Morphling versus the Tiny. I thought he'd be struggling a little more, but I guess Jab's moving changed that up. And seems like Jabs is changing his priority. Going toward mid. Rotation from GH.
Abed, very low. One more hit. Matumba Man. Ooh, good cold snap there to interrupt it. And Matumba Man just going to get some mischief working. But Abed is down to pretty low HP.
Bottom, we haven't been talking about it much for good reason. It's a bit of a farm trade. See, my control is literally switching it up a bit here. When you start to get like your level 3 Ion Shell and stuff, you can start to look to put pressure and force in the Juggernaut so he eats damage under the tower. He's also contesting the pull, because what MP is actually doing here in this lane is he's pulling the creeps to the neutrals constantly, and my control doesn't actually want him to be able to accelerate his farm, so I'm trying to slow him down.
Roll in there onto Abed, wanting to get the kickback. This is going to be a problem. Sunstrike, he's luring GH into it, and looks like he's not going to be able to find the kill on the Earth Spirit as Abed goes down, and Matumba Man asserting dominance in this mid lane.
As expected. Quick, easy kills. That's whenever you're playing Invoker versus like these agility heroes, even though Monkey King is one of the squishier ones because his armor is so low, it can be tough, just the rotations that can come in to set up kills on you. We used to see a lot of like Phantom Lancer and stuff versus back when Poor Man's Shield was a thing. Rest in peace, Poor Man's Shield.
But the other thing too to keep in mind is that like it might not look as terrible as it actually is right now, because he's actually ahead in CS, but it's about 700 net worth or 500 net worth now ahead of the Invoker, just by virtue of those kills and deaths.
You start to be able to get much better in your lane though. You get your levels up as this Invoker, you have your Fort Spirit that's a lot tankier so it doesn't die to a Boundless Strike. And like I mentioned, Monkey King, not the highest armor hero. Even though he stacks Wraith Bands, he's at 5 now as an edgy hero. And those Fort Spirits do start to hurt from the increased right click from a high damage Invoker.
H rolled there. Jab's going to get some Arctic Burn onto this Earth Spirit. Obviously, no Stout Shield, so he's taken the full brunt of all of those right clicks. And bottom lane's just been a farm fest, what we were kind of expecting for a little while there.
Yeah, my control is actually out-leveling MP by a bit here, though. Like level 6.5 to the almost level 6 on the Jug. Like I said, he's been walking and making sure that he doesn't let MP maximize what he's doing right now. Every time he walks to pull into this neutral camp, he throws an Ion Shell on it to try to mess with the last hits.
The little things that can maybe make a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
And MP continues to just use the spin, clear those out, and it looks like they're going to be, well, trying to contest for this top-bottom bounty rune.
They saw that he picked up a bottle. My control had the Vanguard queued up first, but he picks up a bottle, wants to make sure he can get the bounties to continue the pressure.
Who's quicker? MP Omni Slash even used here. It goes over onto the Ancients. And MP looking a little sheepish after that one.
Don't think he gets him anyway. It's a 7 armor Darkseer. Not a very squishy hero.
Uh-oh, GH. Ooh, the toss interrupting the Echo Stomp, but it might still be enough. DJ wanting to chase and find this kill. GH does have the roll, or DJ rather. Sunstrike! Oh, he still finds it. Gets the vision though right there as well.
Yep. A TP on cooldown now for the Earth Spirit, so we'll reduce his pressure on the lane a little bit here.
5-minute mark. Well, very even early going of this one. The Omni Slash used. It does mean that Darkseer really doesn't have to fear anything in this lane anymore.
No, and he's level 7, so max Ion Shell time. Now is where MP starts to take quite a bit of damage under the tower here, and yeah, he's going to keep putting this on, and we can imagine it's going to be probably just the aura build on the Darkseer. Depends if he wants to go for that early Crimson Guard. No. Mid lane.
Roll in, wants to find him. Abed slowed, is getting all of those Quas Orbs to heal him back up, walks forward, needing to get that stacks up of Jingu, and GH finds the kill. Actually have to cancel a TP, moving into the mid lane also.
He put a branch down to protect himself too, and Matu instantly cut it.
GH is going to get hit there by the stomp. The Forge Spirit wants to get the kill. Is it going to be enough? They do bring down the Courier Sunstrike. GH not going to walk into that one.
Oh no, I think Jabs was delivering wards and Matumba Man had the bonus from Jingu. He just hits it once. Well, more gold for Monkey King. And Shadow enjoys it as well. As we see Shadow, the rotations, because of the pressure that GH is causing from the movements on this Earth Spirit, he's actually able to get some pretty decent farm on this Morphling. Has the Morbid Mass finished.
And that does mean that if this lane starts to get scary, he can head off to the jungle if he needs to at this point, pretty much.
And he can actually do that pretty soon anyway. He probably wants to. Go jungle, give your Phoenix the lane so that Kuroki can get levels, so you can get that early Either one, either the Earth Spirit or the Phoenix levels. But first, they're looking to make pressure.
Going to do something here onto Ice, Ice, Ice. DJ's in the area as well. They're going to hit 2 with that Boulder Smash. And GH just going to be able to roll away afterwards. Avalanche, Shadow. Make sure that he doesn't get hit by a Sunstrike afterwards.
Mid lane, Abed.
Tornado.
Able to dispel the Jingu stacks as well. It's one of the nice things. You can dispel those when he does get his Jingu. A quick Tornado to make sure he can survive. But Matumba Man's doing a great job of controlling. Since he's got such early treads, Abed's base damage actually he's got like 66 without his orbs. 2 levels higher on the Monkey King. Matumba Man controlling the lane.
And still mind control, just farms away down bottom.
Yep. They can't contest him too well. Who's going to rotate?
Nobody.
Who's your reliable stun in this game on Fnatic? It's your Tiny, and that's one of the core heroes. Elder Titan walking down here, you're not going to do anything versus this Darkseer. So the elusiveness of
mid lane. They drop down the Meteor onto Matumba Man, and now the jump forward. MP wants to find this kill, and Monkey King looks like he's going to pop the stick charge. Just limited for the moment, but will eventually be brought down with that Omni Slash use. Mind Control has also showed up. He's going to vacuum back in, but can't quite get that kill. And now MP continues to chase forward, finds a secondary kill for himself. So over and over again, they're finding these. Fnatic, pretty far forward, they lose Kuro too.
Great reactions coming out there from Fnatic.
Unstriking for the last hits. But yeah, a big movement in there, and it looks like all heroes heading down bottom. It feels like the big winner there is going to be the Jug, top net worth after that.
Yep. Now they're going to pressure him a little bit. Has to spin and walk away. Mind Control looks like he wants to keep chasing here.
Staying right outside that Blade Fury area, and he knows he doesn't have an Omni Slash, but there's the 2-person tornado, and yeah, he can't do anything now.
Nope.
Alacrity.
The double dispel off of the Ion Shells, but now...
Oh, they've stuck around too long. They're able to find the Echo Stomp. They do lose Ice, 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 but back in the jungle, they're going to get that Ice Wall down, and GH looking like he is going to lose his life here. The chase down, and then the punch from DJ finds the kill.
And Mind Control instantly runs bottom to get the creep wave. Just make sure he can keep his farm up. We'll be TPing to the shrine. Ooh, one creep does survive.
The one that got away. We all have one.
So Shadow has been given an incredible amount of space. We were saying how Fnatic, they have a very good pressure lane, but the movements around the map, they have guaranteed that this Morphling has full free farm. So all 3 cores on the side of Liquid are farming very well, while it's just the Jug on Fnatic. So MP gonna have to carry a little bit of this mid game for your team. He is gonna be going for the Battle Fury build though, it looks like.
They're bringing 4 heroes down here.
First going for the Yasha though, so he can actually like put some aggressive plays, but
Base coming. Matumba Man looking. They have the roll in already on top of them. The follow-up is going to be there. They don't quite manage to interrupt before the Blade Fury, so he's going to TP out of there. And it looks like Liquid now set to take that bottom tier 1 tower. Oh, jabs? Should be fine. Well,
is he? So much magic damage.
Glitter Blast, and all right, never mind. He shouldn't be fine. Jab's just gonna die.
This is what I was saying. Is like the Wyvern pick for me. I understood what they wanted to go for it, but it was picked into all magic damage on the side of Liquid, and Liquid just were like, okay, we'll just Morphling. So 10-minute mark comes around. We see those tomes picked up. How are our levels coming out on the supports? Level 4s. Kuroki's almost level 6 because he's been given the mid lane. So maybe they're gonna give that tome to him to just finish off that 6.
Force out the fortification with the Alacrity on the catapult. GH just Omni Slash, but it's going to get away. Oh, the dodge. GH knew.
The shimmy. Easy movement.
We'll call that the truffle shuffle.
But we've been seeing DJ on this other Titan, 2-0-1, but he's been stacking a lot. These neutral camps are pretty much all stacked for Abed to farm up with him with a Meteor. You see he's about to use it. There you go. And he's got a secondary one to continue farming up. They're not going to kill completely, but it's up. Gotta get him enabled somehow. And you do see him getting going for that like variety build that we've seen, the sampler. As jabs does just get picked off easily from Matu on him.
These kills can happen so quickly. Haven't shown GH or Mind Control there, but the roll forward and now the kickback going to come possibly, or just going to get into slow afterwards. And it looks like DJ is going to fall, so Liquid picking up speed here. 4,000 net worth lead.
So many ways to make plays. Just with Matumba Man being a Monkey King, he can make plays constantly because he's got Ion Shell on top too. So they've got so many, like, these 3 heroes with Ion Shell carrying is excellent, while Kuroki's just like, nice, I can farm a bit here in the mid lane as his Phoenix.
Well, and I think back to last game, too, when Fnatic were able to make so much happen around the map, and it was off the back of Ice 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 and the Brewmaster. This game, he needs to get that Blink Dagger before he's fully enabled.
Yeah, and he's not like this teamfight king like he was last time, a Brewmaster. This time, their teamfight's a lot more limited. Sure, they have Curse, and they have the ET and the Splitter, which could be really, really good combos, but it's about landing that. Do you have the disables to catch a Surge Darkseer, an Earth Spirit who's rolling around, a Monkey King who's jumping around, a Waveform Morphling, an Icarus Diving Phoenix? There's a lot of different mobility abilities on Liquid's side that can let them keep the pressure on and avoid a lot of Fnatic's pressure themselves.
Well, and Abed is doing this sort of mix-up build like you were talking about now, going for max points in Wex, it feels like, after the 2 in both Quas and Exord, and has the Urn as well. So wants to be helping with this playmaking, it feels like.
He has to, especially if it is MP going to be continuing to go for a Battle Fury.
Yeah.
So he has to go for this Quas Wex build, or like mix it kind of build, and go for the Spirit Vessel in particular for that Morphling.
Tornado out.
Dispels the DD.
Nice play there. And that's another thing to mention. There are 1.5 billion things to dispel in this game. You've got, obviously, Ion Challenge Surge. You've got the Monkey King Jingu.
Yep.
All nice.
Full diffusal finished for Matumba Man. So playmaking becomes even easier for him with this, as you can, just walk up to someone and slow them down and get your own chase. And also, of course, with your Wukong's command. That makes the team fights, which were already in Liquid's favor, even though we haven't really had a team fight, it's going to be even stronger for them now. That is a very fast diffusal. And yet, they're keeping the pressure on. The greedy draft from Fnatic is definitely getting punished.
I think that it's also a testament to Fnatic that they're not trying to make a lot of these moves right now when they know that they're just not strong enough. Abed keeps farming out that tri-camp. They're not coming to defend towers that they know they can't hold and just trying to buy whatever time they can. But that does mean that Liquid taking a pretty firm advantage at this 5,000 gold lead. And MP, I need to think about doing a little spin TP action, or he just, well, doesn't think that the Morphline's going to follow him too much further.
Healing Ward. Oh, easy money.
That's the happiest Kuro's ever been.
You talk about a lot of times where it's like, it sucks playing support versus this. It sucks playing support versus this. At least now in this one, you can get a little bit of bonus money.
Yeah. So the Blink Dagger is finally done for the Tiny now.
They got to smoke up, make a play.
Oh, it's instantly revealed.
That is true. They're going to see it immediately. Yep, they did see it immediately. Yep. So they can set up with that Blink Dagger. They have low-level Sunstrikes on top of it, but I think they want Abed to be walking and getting involved in the fight. He needs to get Urn charges to get the Spirit Vessel charges later.
All of Liquid converging together in the jungle here. They're heading up towards where the Juggernaut is, and, well, Fnatic, the rest of the team, Juggernaut's walking right into all of them. It doesn't look like they're going to jump on him as of yet. It's a hard kill to find because he can just go right into the spin. Nighttime now. Matumba Man turns into the tree. And it looks like they're not going to go on him. Too close to the shrine, too scary.
Yeah. Those clustered up areas can be a bit scary versus the Wyvern and the Elder Titan.
So
but they also are pretty good around that area too, Liquid, if they have the Wukongs as well as the Phoenix.
So keys to these team fights, what do we really need to watch for? Is it just like the big ultis coming from Fnatic? Finding a particular hero at the start of it, maybe?
It's hard because there's just so many on Liquid. Like, who's their target they want to kill first? Like, Phoenix, Earth Spirit, Monkey King, all these ultimates are extremely threatening for their lineup. So I think just fighting is just very hard for Fnatic unless they get some, like, perfect positioning with some multi-hero Echo Stomp on top of a Wyvern Curse. So I think it's just, as long as Liquid's not all stacked up, Fnatic shouldn't be able to take a fight.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy right now. Morphling is completely alone there, and they didn't feel like they could go on him. Abed about to be revealed with Matumba Man nearby. GH rolls in. Oh, he could have the tree! Matumba Man, there's no way for him to follow up as of yet. Now they have jabs in the area. Winter's Curse gets dropped down. Nobody else is caught in that one, but it looks like Abed's going to be able to get the walk away. Dust is still on him, and they reapply the Magnetize. It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. Yep.
It's so hard for them to take any fights. It really is when they have this type of start. 7k gold advantage already for Liquid, 4k experience too, and Shadow is just having the freest time of his life, just farming. Ice does have an invis though.
Rooted. Oh, Testy! He gets
killed off. Oh. He even had a raindrop too, but not having enough strength mark and a very, very fortunate rune for Daryl.
I mean, that's pretty nice.
769 gold? Yeah, I'd say so. not even a kill streak. That's just because of how much net worth advantage Liquid has.
And the other thing is, too, it's time off the map for him. And now they're able to find the stomp. The avalanche toss. It falls a second time through. Fnatic with the blink dagger make it happen.
They're finding a lot. GH as well.
In some trouble, out of mana, and DJ going to try and run him down as he smells blood. Although Matumbo Man, he walks into all of them. Ice has no mana right now. MP, does he have the Omni Slash?
Oh my
doesn't
God.
have the mana for it afterwards. This Monkey King is just a menace, and Cold Embrace from Jabs to keep him alive. They disarm the Monkey King, able to walk away there. The Earth Splitter coming through. They kill off Jabs. Earn charge onto one. Can they kill him off in time? Ice use the Soul Ring and jumps back in, but they can't find that kill.
Shadow's here now.
And this is where they have to disengage. So wanting to get that one last finish onto GH, but it doesn't happen. Still not terrible for Fnatic, but Liquid definitely happier after they had to buy back on the Wyvern, actually.
Yep. I mean, they only lost. I mean, they lost Shadow before the fight, and then yeah, it's a 2-for-1, and they only lose Kuroki. So yeah, Liquid is still perfectly fine with that. And we're seeing the power of the Monkey King. They try to make a kill onto GH, and Matumbo Man just pops ulti versus 3.
Oh, Jabs throws out that Winter's Curse afterwards. It looks like they want to try and take this fight. Mind Control out of mana, and they use the Omni Slash Avatos. He's done.
Very nice. They at least get themselves a kill there.
So it does feel like every now and then Liquid may be a little bit of an overextension, and Fnatic are able to pick up a couple of kills here or there. You know, the panel was talking about this being a very greedy draft for Fnatic. While Liquid are ahead, are they kind of getting away with it or no?
I mean, Fnatic's in some trouble. They have to keep making plays. They at least have... They pretty much have the Battle Fury finished on the Jug, so he's going for the greed, but we have to watch Ice just how much he can really make the space for, because the Invoker, it's not like this Exorn Invoker who's this super monster. He's so slowed down. He's bottom 5 net worth, almost getting tied with the Earth Spirit and farm.
Radiant are scanning.
This hero takes a very, very long time to ramp up. That's why he started to fall out of the meta so heavily.
Likewise, we've seen what Morphling can do with an Aegis, no real fear, and just walking in and taking down towers. Ice said he needed to do things. He is found, and is he going to be able to finish the TP? Didn't have the range anyways.
An instant smoke by Liquid, though. They want to hunt. They know how strong they are.
That was within vision of creeps, I think, even, so might not have been because of nighttime, but MP going to walk away here. DJ also spots absolutely everybody. The roll in, able to dodge away from it. He knows that hero well. Dodges the shoulder smash as well, but eventually there is going to be the turnaround. The Winter's Curse with the Avalanche. It's interrupting the right clicks coming through as well. They have the Sun Ray coming from the Phoenix. He can go for a Supernova on the high ground if he wants to, and Ice controlled. They're able to get that Echo Stomp to catch him out. And just like that, Liquid find another finish.
Fights are so hard. They can't take 5v5 fights at all versus Liquid. Liquid's just so much stronger. Immediately as Wukong's gets put down, there's no way they can take these. And the HUD too, it's just the build. I think it's actually the pipe, yeah, the full pipe, sorry, on Mind Control as well. You look at Fnatic's lineup and their damage is it's very low. Until the Juggernaut starts getting some big items and Invoker gets more levels. They are really relying on just like bursting someone down instantly with the Tiny and starting with a numbers advantage. But yeah, Liquid still, even if they don't have the numbers advantage, they have just way better team fighting comparison.
The other thing that will be nice, at least for Fnatic, is the ability to split push with, you know, a spin TP away, and obviously, of course, the D push that they have, Tornado, Splinter Blast, Echo Stomp, all of those things. But if Liquid do manage to secure themselves a Roche, start to really constrict the map, it might not even matter.
That's just like also Liquid doesn't care about going late game this game. They have Morphling and Monkey King. These two heroes are fine with going late game, even if they're versus Invoker and Jug. They're okay with this because BKBs are going to be the name of the game. When Liquid gets BKBs, Invoker's going to have like the worst, like most horrible time possible.
A little bit of a misclick there. Mind Control going to drop it down. He's trading the Omni Slash with the Illusion. Oh, nice play there. And Matumbo Man now trying to turn this one back around. GH able to find the stun, and now MP slowed down, backing back. There's going to be the Winter's Curse though to turn back around. Did they time it perfectly? No, it's not quite on the mark, but the Avalanche follow-up with the toss. They find that secondary kill, and now MP getting another. This is a dead Supernova. Liquid, what have you done? And trying to dodge away from the Tornado. Can they catch up to Mind Control? It doesn't look like it, but Fnatic come back in a big way.
That was kind of one by one there by Liquid, them running in, and the EMP doing a crazy amount of work there. Even though the Omni Slash gets soaked, as you mentioned, from that ion shell, or from the wall, the EMP hits pretty much everybody, and that could be a way that they look to take the fights. If they can burn all the mana from Liquid, then perhaps that's the way. Then they don't have all their ultis all together. No Wukong's available just yet. And Shadow was bottom. He was just pushing out the lane. He was not involved in that one from his team.
Dire's top tower.
So yeah, Matumba Man showing that he really needs a BKB on this Monkey King next to make sure he doesn't get caught by all that, and have to watch out for those combos, that Winter's Curse, even though they didn't land the splitter perfectly.
I mean, that's, you know, another testament to it is that they didn't hit that combo absolutely on mark and still win that fight handedly. Need to be very careful for Liquid. That comeback, particularly the experience, it's something that you're going to need to be careful of. Like, Invoker does so much damage once he starts to get those levels up. Going for now more points in the Quas for the extra control. And Liquid going to smoke together as for, again, Shadow not with the team, but could connect with them if he wants to, is Ice, the one that's going to try and break that smoke. They see him immediately. He's going to blink away. And Abed can't quite find him. The defusal, the slowdown, but there's going to be the tornado lift up. They have the Echo Stomp. Is going to connect. Not able to create any mischief. In the meantime, MP is pushing the top lane. Now going to be able to find that Sunstrike. Matumba Man down to about a quarter HP. And the jump to Avalanche, the taunts. The silence comes a bit too late, but is it enough to keep Matumba Man alive? The tree toss, it's not quite going to be enough. And now, needing to walk away, Matumba Man can't fight GH. Is he going to be able to get out of there? The cold snap is proccing, and it looks like Liquid get the clean disengage.
That was a splitter committed there for them to try to get that. And this EMP, yeah, they have to watch out for the EMP burning away their mana until they have those BKBs. But it looks like they're almost at that on the side of Liquid. Fnatic, they're punching back.
This game has just kind of been a brawl back and forth.
Yep.
And a 3,000 gold lead is all Liquid is holding on to at this moment.
Dire are scanning.
With Abed getting closer to the Aghanim Scepter. So where did Liquid go now? I mean, do they need to try and continue to force fights? It feels like it's sort of been, you know, just as 4 without Shadow. Do they need to bring him to the fights?
I think they have to let Matumba Man farm his BKB, and then they can bring Shadow in the fights, because he pretty much has like highest Scotty finished on top of an SNY on a Morbid Mask. This is a very farm Morphling, but we see MP is keeping, I mean, he's above in net worth. With that Battle Fury that he finished up earlier, they wanted to go for the greed, and it's now they're starting to get it going when they were able to get those successful fights.
Blink Dagger going to be done with the same timing as the Scotty being finished for Morph. Also, we finished off a Blink Dagger on that Winter Wyvern.
Okay. So they can try to set up for those fights. So Liquid has to try to find these supports in the back lines, probably is the biggest thing for them now. Just get that Earth Spirit on top of either the Elder Titan or on top of that Wyvern for them to get the initiation. While on the other side, Fnatic, they just need to try to do this. Just get an instant catch, try to call somebody back, or...
GH, that's kind of an initiation for him, though. The Cold Snap is there. The Silence now onto 2, and Liquid trying to chase forward for this one. They roll in a second time, reapplying the Magnetize, seeing if they can chase forward. Matumba Man, Boundless Strike only onto 1, MP, and he's going to throw out that Omni Slash onto GH. Might be able to find the kill solo, and the big Winter's Curse draining all the mana. The combo is beautiful. The egg is down, though. Can that turn it back around in time? Are they going to be able to bring down the egg? They do kill it off. MP with the double, and now Matumba Man isolated away from the rest of his teams. Can they take down the tree? Ice looking for the catch, but he guesses wrong, and Matumba Man gets out.
Whew. Liquid was trying to force it before, like, Matumba Man was so close to his BKB being finished. He actually has it done now at the base, but Fnatic finding time and time again, it's jabs, getting these Winter's Curses on 3 or 4 heroes, setting up for an EMP follow-up, and then everything else. Liquid is ending up, like a lot of these fights, just having no mana because they get comboed.
GH can't quite get in the pit. He's going to kick, Ice away, but MP has something to say about that, and with the chase coming from Abed as well as MP.
He's okay. And he's buying a lot of time. They're out of the Roche pit, and this Roche is at 3k HP.
All right.
All of Liquid respawning now.
So good play there from Liquid. Able to keep away. Oh my goodness.
Look at that, a DD.
But they spot it with the Astral Spirit.
They do. ET, one of the better heroes at annoying around that Roche.
Oh, he did it right inside the pit. Can they get this full combination off? They have the EMP, the Avalanche, the Toss. They are not dispelling that DD rune. It's doing a lot of damage with the Winter's Curse, and now he's turning onto his friend. They get the vacuum wall, though, onto 2. Is it going to be enough? They almost find the kill. Matumba Man, he's at such low HP. Can he get the lifesteal back up? They're going to be able to make it happen, and Matumba Man now back up to almost full HP. They buy back from the Wyvern. but this is dangerous.
There's no curse this time.
And also no TP. Winter Wyvern isn't here.
Oh, Splitter's up in 2 seconds. They've got it back available now. Keep throwing that Astro into the pit. They can keep seeing it. Also, GH.
Avalanche toss. Is they going to kill him off? They're able to interrupt it, and the Tornado lift up. That should be enough to kill off the Earth Spirit. He buys back as well. They want to contest this Roche.
Seeing it so much now, of course, in the last few patches, of course. Just hold on to buybacks for that Roche. It's so important.
Oh, this Aegis, it's really important. Kuro, the Sunray, they have the Earth Splitter on the 2. It's not going to be enough damage, and now trying to get the Supernova down. They don't have any heroes on top of this one at all. Going in the middle of all of them. Can they kill him off? He's able to steal it away. MP in the midst of the Omni steals the Aegis, but now he needs to get out as well. Shadow wanting to chase these heroes down. The Boundless Strike interrupting the combo coming from Abed, and now the Magnetize. It's on to 3 of them beautifully. They're all disarmed by that Deafening Blast, but can they kill off Kuro in time? Kuro walking forward, but the chase comes from MP and they kill him off. Chaos in the river.
Matumba Man died in the backlines too. Ice found him. Shadow's out of mana. They're looking to keep this chase on.
Oh, the Winter's Curse is back up, and they're on top of this Morphling. Well played all around. The vacuum to try and get Shadow out of there. He's doing everything that he possibly can. The Avalanche is able to jump away. The Sunstrike, it's not going to be there. He surged away.
Oh my god.
And Shadow somehow, someway gets away from the mess.
MP, what a boss. The mid Omni slash grabbing of the Aegis. I think he got the last hit too. Oh, that was like, wow. I would say Jabs would be like the MVP for me until this point, and then that little play right there might have just have secured it for MP, but either way, Fnatic constantly able to find these setups.
Didn't that whole fight start with the Omni slash 2 onto the Earth Spirit?
It's crazy.
Is that really up again? Well, 28 minutes, 2,000 gold lead for Fnatic, who have been able to pull this one back around. Net worth looking good, experience even better.
Man, these Winters, it's just, yeah, every single time. Like, Matumba Man's got the fight started so low, and these positionings, yeah, Fnatic doing a great job.
Really impressive to, obviously, it sort of was a double-edged sword. Jab staying alive that little bit longer on the Cold Embrace because he ended up giving him the Jingu stacks to heal back up afterwards.
It's just very impressive to see them getting the combos so well when they're playing versus so many elusive heroes, as I was talking about before. They're getting it pretty much on the right targets every time. And now they're looking to fight. They've gotten so much momentum swing as MP just walks up. He has a full Basher completed on top of those items that Blink Dagger he finished up last. Level 22 on this Jug.
4 heroes going to be behind him. They scan out the high grounds, but nobody from Liquid is showing up to this one right now, recognizing the power that Fnatic have behind him with that Aegis Jug, and obviously he can just jump right in the midst of all of them with that Blink Dagger.
Fnatic's synergy overall has just been much crisper than Liquid in the last few moments. In the last few team fights, they've just been able to get it pretty much perfectly, and Liquid's, they need to get it all together, but they're not able to do so just yet. And it's not the same anymore, too. It's in the past you used to see these like vacuum plus Earth Spirits, and it's like, oh my god, like a 5-man boulder smash. But now it's not, the stun is not on your Q, of course. It's on your boulder, so you can't actually get those huge combos as it used to be. But they can still take the fights in those like perimeters.
And of course, magnetized damage. I mean, it's all well and good, but these heroes, they've got some pretty tankability at this point as well.
Yep.
Decent magic resistance. But right now, let's head back, secure the last little remnants of the bounty runes there. If you're Liquid, how do you respond to this at this point? Like, do you need to try and sort of continue to stall out after the Aegis, I guess? What's really the play for them at this point?
It's stall. I still think their team fight is quite strong. I guess the next one would probably be the Morphling's BKB. They have to just keep getting all these BKBs to make sure they can't get hit by these combos. Just the EMPs, just the Elder Titan stomps, all these different controls that do come out. They really need this magic immunity.
So often we've seen Invokers just fall off once you do get to that BKB on the enemy cores. Boulder Smash, MP gonna spin with that Alacrity on top of him and finishing off the Blink Dagger away. Does need to be careful about that.
Shadow turns into the Wyvern, will get cursed up. They're making moves toward him.
Mid lane.
Ice is here. Wants to help out his buddy.
Well, he is flying away now. And Avalanche toss the Sunstrike.
Oh my god.
That can't happen.
Shadow just got baited by Jabs. And that's 65 seconds, no Morphling. MP still has Aegis for another 40 seconds or so. They can keep forcing this.
Morphling is 52 gold away from buyback.
Oh, God.
Obviously, Liquid, or Fnatic might not know about this. Matuma Man's pretty far forward too. Ice, he's found him. The BKB comes out. He's going to try and get the life steal up for himself in a second. But now Mind Control having already died. They chase forward. They blow up the tree. GH takes it down, and now a Sun Strike. It finds the kill. Liquid have fallen apart. GH gonna hit here with the cold snap. He's on top of the shrine, but all 4 heroes go down and none of them have buyback.
MP just Omni slash killed 2 people. He's got a full butterfly coming out of the courier on top too. This could just be game. Liquid just completely crumbled.
They do have buyback again on Morphling. He was able to get it with the passive gold, but already having taken down the bottom set of racks. And now the Phoenix, also Kuro, he's controlled the cold snap. Kuro is dead as well when he comes down from the tornado. Abed's on top of him. What the hell just happened?
Shadow gets caught in no man's land, and they all go try to help him, and everybody else just dies too, and Fnatic just look like they can just end the game off of it.
12,000 net worth lead. MP sets his sight on this top tower, and Fnatic, after looking a little bit shaky through the group stages, are looking to move on in this tournament.
They've just been playing much more confidently as a team in comparison to Liquid. Liquid's making mistakes all over the place.
They have the cold embrace. Ice. He's going to toss him back forward. No, Shadow actually gets the toss away, switching over to the other side. But Tubman, he gets hit by the back. Can't get the Wukong's command out. No buyback. Yet again, they kill off Mind Control. They're looking for Shadow as the avalanche is going to fall. They try and control Abed, and this one is feeling dang near over.
Yeah, they can't take, especially if the ET is able to walk next to you with their Monkey King and a Morphling, you can't take the fight. You're going to die from that natural order. And the Cataclysm.
Oh, it comes out as well. They take down Shadow. No buyback. GG is called. Fnatic are moving on.
It was looking, Liquid were looking like they had a really strong start, and everything fell apart so quickly. Fnatic getting some really good spell uses, but Liquid